Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Hey guys, Join this bike here, back again once again with another video, and today we are going to complete the Hayun Iki event that's going on. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So this is over in Inazuma. So let's teleport on over there. Okay, so we're looking for someone named Kaibuki.
Time to go.
Kayabuki. Okay. So they seem to be right over here. Okay. Kayabuki Ike. Hello there, blonde-haired outlander. Do you have a commission for me? Your blonde hair looks familiar. Are you? Ah, yes. You're the eye-catching golden whirlwind from Hayun Iki last time. Golden whirlwind? Previously, I was watching excellent performances of the participants in a corner of the tournament venue, seeking to be inspired by the most thrilling fighting scenes. And there you were, taking opponents like a golden whirlwind, sweeping away weeds and grass. Go on. Spectators with the keen eyes of a sword master must have noticed it. The blonde-haired outlander was unleashing Koranka Daitatsumaki, a technique that was deemed forbidden amongst ancient martial artists. Huh? Having been inspired by your marvelous fight, I wrote this story. Anyway, some people have organized another Hayun Iki recently. I see. Whatever the case, this is not a topic to be discussed out in the open. Follow me. Okay. Here we are. Once we enter this suspicious-looking gate, we'll be in the tournament venue for this iteration of Hayun Iki. That is pretty exciting. The rules probably have not changed much. Monsters, adventurers, and warriors from across the world who share a common yearning for fight will quench their thirst on this stage through passionate battle. Just like last time, feel free to bring your friends and companions. After all, the Hayun and Hayun Iki means more the merrier. I'm looking forward to your performances. Are you not going to participate this time either? Of course I will, as a spectator, cheering you on. After all, what I aspire to do is write the most thrilling action novels, not be some gallant warrior like you, and my gut tells me that your star will shine brightest in this arena. We'll just wait to be impressed, because I'm going to do my best. Yes, I'm sure you'll show me the most dazzling blade dance again this time. Okay, so Hayun Iki, 6 teams, maximum of 2 characters, secret arts. Let's just throw stuff together and just see how it works. Because the instructions aren't really all that helpful for me.
I know just the tune to accompany them.
I like to take a more hands-on approach. Okay. So the Hayun Iki event. Burn my microcosmos, crisis, one person versus the world. Okay. So we're going to start off with the score 1 multiplier, and let's start. And we have trial characters that are probably fully built, and then we have my characters. Can we see the preview for the trial characters? Constellation, talents, profile. Okay, so it might be better off if I just bring my characters for the ones that I have, because they're most likely going to be a lot better built. So yeah, we want to make sure that we have a whole bunch of resonances, so try to get all of the strong characters that I have in their sections. Wait, why do I not have... Oh, there he is. So try to get my stronger characters to have good sub-characters. And who should the last one be? You know what, let's bring Ito. I haven't played as him, so yeah, let's go ahead. It'd be best if I brought Pyro for him. Hydro for her. Do we have any Hydro characters that can work? Maybe Enkanomiya Kokomi. Cryo for him. I guess Ganyu could work. Then for Diluc, we want to bring Lisa. Wait, do we want to bring Lisa or should we? Yeah, hold up. Take off Lisa, put in Sayu. Then for Aethers, we put in Lisa. And then Ito, we have... Who have we not used? I guess we can use Yoimiya. But... That'll work. We'll switch up the team if we need to. And skills... Vacuum and deal animal damage. So yes, equip that. Cancel. Protected with a shield and unleashes a shockwave. Equip. Rippling field. Hydro damage. Equip. Greatly increases jumping ability and plunging attack. Yup, perfect. Elemental blast. Nearby opponents. And charge stamina consumption decreased by 30%. That'll probably be good for them. So equip that. 25%. Okay, that's good. We want cryo damage here. We want pyro damage here. Actually, no, we want pyro damage here. We want geo damage here. We already have electro damage on someone. We don't have animo. Geo, equip that. This one, we want cryo? No, we want cryo here. And this one will be hydro. And this one, let's see what we have left. So, cooldown decrease. Feather accumulation rate. Bonus points. Physical damage, crit damage, attack. Because crit damage is pretty good. So should we go with crit damage or should we go with the elemental burst cooldown? Oh, that's damage. Okay, never mind. We'll go with this one. Oh, wait, nope. That sucks. I didn't mean to click start. I thought it was... Oh, well. You know what? No, I want to do that really quickly. I want to make sure that we have everything that we need. Because that would suck if we're at a disadvantage just because that team couldn't get crits. Okay, Hayaniki. Start. Please don't tell me I have to reconfigure all of that. No, I do not. Perfect. Equip and let's start. Okay, so we start off with Kazuha and Zhongling. Let's see what the enemies we have to deal with are like. Oh, whoa. Okay. I was not expecting that. Probably I should have looked at the descriptions, but...
Clouds hide. The birds call.
Okay, so basically they'll just all come to me. Perfect. Or not.
The wind knows me.
Okay, next party.
Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. Torrents bring refuge. Rest and rebuild. Take flight.
We're gonna run out of time soon.
My apologies.
Switch.
Blaze over.
Okay, we're doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Just let them come to me. Okay. Yeah, this event is going pretty well. We're not getting that many points. Like we're getting like maybe 100 per
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
thing.
Your verdict is?
We're probably getting like 100 per kill. No, we're not. So that means this would go up to 5. Yeah, it's not. Maybe that was just for the meter troll.
And away I go.
Burn. Wind blade. Yeah.
Need them all together. Perfect.
Disappear. Attaboy! It's showtime!
Okay, there we go. Now we can do some damage. Oh my gosh, the amount of damage that Ito's doing is unreal.
Here come the fireworks. Eat this.
As one with wind and cloud, one with nature.
They got killed immediately.
Into the wind.
Okay,
Clouds
so
hide.
we're doing
The
pretty good.
birds
We do need
call.
a switch though, so we won't
Take
have
flight.
to worry about the feather.
Allow me. Embrace the ice. Yeah. Billowing surge. My apologies.
Whoa, he shouldn't be able to do that.
Sakura swirl.
Tidal wave. Yeah. You shouldn't let your guard down. Yeah.
This is long overdue.
Okay. Almost done with the recharge. As soon as we get done with the recharge, we can just destroy them.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Time for...
Dang it. I know that probably would have killed. That last attack probably would have killed that meter drill. That does suck. Okay. Well, we got a silver medal, so that's pretty good. So what was the other stage that we had? What was the other stage that we had? Crisis, one person versus the world. Oh, so all the trial characters are just the same, or? Oh, but it just has different skills. That kind of sucks. Well, although all of them are staying the same for the most part, so it should be fine. Attack speed is up 50. Restores 8 HP. I'll just give him this, I guess. Wait. Almost made that same mistake. There we go. Okay, let's see what they got.
One with nature. Yeah.
You're toast!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Into the wind! Yeah. Going somewhere?
Whirling snow! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Covenant of the deep! Ta-ta. My apologies! Ta. Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, so it's not too difficult to take these guys down, so that's good.
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Oh shoot, we gotta switch.
All hail!
My blade! You can run, but you can't hide.
These even arrows do a lot of damage.
No time to lose. Yeah, yeah.
Glaze over!
Riptide. Your verdict is
Twinjutsu! And away I go!
burn.
Okay, we need to switch.
Go with the wind.
Try not to.
Okay, who's next? These guys aren't much of a threat.
Disappear.
Blink!
Okay, since these guys aren't much of a threat, they oh
Wind blade.
A festive reprise! Over here!
Who wants some of this? Bam!
Bring on more enemies. We're
Let's
doing just
roar!
fine. Okay, now we need to switch.
The wind knows me.
Hey, yeah!
As one with wind and cloud.
Nice and spike! Take flight!
Blade!
Hold the line. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Ta, ta, ya, 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 ta, ha, ta, ta, ha.
Let's get down to business. Ta! How's this? Ja! Yeah! Ha! Ta!
This is long overdue.
You can run, but you... Ta! Da! Ta! Da! Ta! Ha! Da! Ta!
Dang it, I didn't see where he was. I was really focusing on where everybody was, but I couldn't figure out where he was, so I wasn't able to take him down in time. That kind of sucks. Okay, so let's see what the challenger... tongue twisted. Let's see what the challenge rewards are. 70 Primo Gems, bit of Mora, 70 more Primo Gems, and more Mora. Kind of sucks that we're gate blocked from that. Anyways, let's
Wherever
see if
in
we can aim
this
for the
world I
highest
roam,
level.
I carry memories of my home.
Okay, so what would be the highest level? 2,000? Score multiplier times 4. We're probably going to need times 4 multiplier to even get that high. Okay, so let's try again. Now that we know what we're doing, we should be able to handle this. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, sucks to my land.
One with nature.
Eat this!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Since they die like
The wind
immediately,
knows
we don't really need to worry about killing the first few.
Time to go. Into the wind.
You're toast! Sakura swirl! Covenant of the deep!
Okay, we're doing pretty good. Who else do we got? It is a lot more difficult to take down these hilly trails now, but
My apologies.
it isn't too difficult.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Riptide.
Glaze over.
Come on, freeze. Perfect.
Shouldn't let your guard down. Your verdict is?
Okay. D-Luke's doing pretty good.
Time for retribution!
Whoa. I was not expecting him to be
Let's
there.
spark things up a little. Yep. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Dang it, it's not enough time.
Attaboy!
Here come the fireworks.
It's showtime! You want some of this? Let's roll! Okay,
A festive reprise!
the wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Boba, get them!
Okay. What else we have?
One with nature.
Hey, yeah!
As one with wind and cloud.
Unthinkable!
Crap, where's their healer?
A worthy opponent.
Oh, can't use that in domains. Okay, that's a problem.
For Rex Lapis!
No time to lose. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Okay, D-Loop, come on.
Verdict is...
We are so close. If we take this guy out, we might be able to do it. We won't be able to take him out in time. Dang it.
Time for retribution!
And we ended in the same way. Dang it, that really does suck. Okay, let's do the other one more time, and then we'll head off on to the next thing.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
Okay, so let's start on this one. Since it should start pulling in enemies right away,
Nice and
it'd be best if we do that.
The wind knows me. I follow the wind. Into the wind.
You're toast!
Clouds hide. The birds call.
Embrace the ice!
Okay,
Billowing surge! Rest and rebuild! Whirling snow!
why are my controls acting up?
Say no more!
Yeah! Take flight! Sakura swirl! Yeah! This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Take them out before we do AoE attacks.
You can run, but you can't hide. Tidal wave. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Verdict is...
And away I go!
Burn!
Alright. Switch out.
Disappear!
Try not to enjoy.
Come on.
Yeah.
We gotta switch. We gotta switch.
Gold bishop down!
Who wants some of this?
I think my Ito and Yoimiya pair actually does the most damage. Besides for the... Excuse me? Move correctly, please. Besides for the Kazuha and Dragoon pair. And the Tartaglia and... Let me deal with this first. Okay, besides for the Ganyu and Tartaglia pair.
Out of the frying pan.
One with nature.
Because those two seem to
Fallen leaves,
just work
adorn
better
my
together.
night. Let's get down to business.
So it is pretty interesting to see how much damage we can get off with
The wind
combining
knows
both of
me.
their abilities.
Whirling snow. Allow me. Ha! Ha! Yatta! Covenant of the deep. Embrace the ice. Ta! Ya! Ta! Ya! Ya! Ha! Ya! Ha! Ta!
Come on, gotta keep it up.
Riptide.
Access denied. Healthy bot for Rex Lapis.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
This is getting interesting.
Can afford to lose him.
Retribution.
And away I go.
Dang it. We always seem to end off with D-Loop. That's pretty interesting. Well, anyways, I guess that shows how quickly or how slow I end up going through my characters. Okay, so since we got finished with all that is open for today, I guess we can go over to Enkanomiya and go check this out. There should be a new Bunguko Enkanomiya, tongue twister, Enkanomiya. So let's navigate on down. 3 Realms Gateway Quest. Talk to Yabe. Okay. So Yabe wants to talk to us about something, so let's go check it out. You're Jerome, aren't you? I'm not sure if you remember my name, but I'm Yabe. Well, hello, Yabe. Is it Yabe or Yabe? I'm just going to keep on calling him Yabe because I don't feel like calling him anything else. Speaking of which, you're quite a hotshot, aren't you? Taking on the Raiden Shogun first, then braving the darkness of Enkanomiya? Well, you could say that. Great. So I have a lead on a certain treasure trove, but it'll make for a dangerous trip. Are you interested? Though I've always been a fan of mysterious stuff, I'd prefer not to put myself in any great danger. That does sound pretty interesting because I've explored a great bit of Enkanomiya, so tell me what it's about. So I found this while I was patrolling the Danichi Mikoshi. Though it appears to be a mere stone slate, I believe is a key to finding the Bunkoku's secret treasure. Wait, so you're telling me that all those plates that we were finding, we weren't supposed to find them yet? Because how many of those plates do we have? We have like 5 of them, right? I think we do have 5 of the stone slates. I'm trying to remember. Because we got 3 in the library, and then we got another one in the underground area. I think that's it. So I think we have 4, so now we have 5. Bunkoku's secret treasure. Well, the name is all I know, as not many detailed accounts of Byakuyaku have survived through Watatsumi Island's history. One version says that Bunkoku was the second prime minister in Byakuyaku's story. He and the Sun Child bled the people white through heavy taxation and made a huge fortune. After that, he hid his treasure in the secret chamber inside the Dainichi Mikoshi. Finally, he concealed the treasure chamber using sunfire phantasms and summoned vengeful spirits and tainted beings from the ley lines to guard it. Bunkoku probably had an ancient-sounding name, something like Tysius of sorts, but nobody would care to record the story of a despicable traitor in detail. Okay, so let's get back to the stone slate. Indeed, it's probably a key to unlocking Bunkoku's. I hate that everything in freaking Inazuma has a freaking tongue-twisty saying to it. Like, the Dainichi Mikoshi, Bunkoku. Like, it's weird. Treasure chamber. According to my years of experience in Kidan and mystery investigation, it reads, it's on the tip of my tongue. It won't hurt, to be honest, you know. Actually, I found the slate in the storage room inside of the Dainichi Mikoshi, and next to it lay a note that records both the ancient script and its translation. It seems that the documents written during the transitory period all came with the translations alongside them. According to this note, the stone slate is directly related to the Bunkoku puzzle. It also says that there are 8 stone slates in total. So far, we've only recovered 1. According to the note, the secret chamber is in a nearby location. So, we currently have 5 stone slates in total, I think. So, where are the other 3? Could I trouble you to take a look there? I don't care about the treasure, to be honest. I'll be content as long as I get to see the Bunkoku puzzle through to the end. Okay, so how many stone slates do we have? Oh, we have all 8. No way we have all 8. He said that there were 8, right? Look for clues based on the direction that Yabe pointed out. No way that we just happen to have all of the missing ones. That is freaking hilarious. I love that. Okay, so it's lower 34. I'm actually surprised that we have all of the pieces. I wouldn't have expected that. Wait, where are we supposed to go? Higher? So it's on this level. Oh. Since when was this here? This should be the place that Yabe was talking about. Certainly is in the Dainichi Mikoshi. Okay, so let's open up this lever. Strange markings on the ceiling. Nothing here, so are we supposed to go outside and check it out?
Into the wind.
Because it could be outside. There we go. Here it is. Seems like this is the key to unlocking the treasure chamber. The stone slates fit right in from size of it. Can you fill up a third of the space, maybe? A ninth. There are 8 of them in total. Since we found all the stone slates, let's go ahead and throw them on in. Insert all of the stone slates. Insert. Oh! Okay. I thought we had to put them in one at a time, but okay, just slammed them all in. Okay, so what are we supposed to be making here? That seems like an outside piece. Okay, so I guess we just gotta keep on moving these until they make sense. Oh, wait. Is the floor design the same? I don't think so. So we know those 3 go together. That goes there. So then it's that one that we need to move over there. Ooh, I screwed up. Wait a minute. If we do this, we should be able... Nope. And move this over, move this over, move this over, and move this up, and move this over. Move this down, move this over, move this up, and we're back to the same place. Okay. This really does suck. Maybe that's supposed to go in that corner, actually. Would make sense. So that goes in that corner. This comes over here. But then how do we get that over there? Wait, so that is... Those 2 connect, so that means those 2 are where those 2 are supposed to be. So... And that needs to go over there. So if we do this... Dang it, they really do not give us a lot of space to move these things around. That goes there. So the piece that we need is up there. So we do this. So we need to switch those 2 pieces. So if we do this, this, move this over, move this over, move this up. Now we need to move this over, move this down, no, move this up. That goes in the middle. That's in the bottom right. This is really difficult. Wait. Move this over. Move this over. Move this over. Move this over there. Move this up. Because these two go together. Move this over here. Huh. That belongs in that corner. I don't know how to change the order without messing up that top row. So have that up there for a second, because we need to get this one over here. Move this down, move this over, move this up, move this over. Get this one into the mix, move this down, move this over, move this up, over, down. Now we need to shift around this section. There we go, and no, not yet. We need to, that one's all the way over there. So we need to get that one where that one is. So we move this over, move this up. No, that's just going to put us back into the same circle that we were in before. Put this here, move this up, and then we need to circle this through. Over, down. Dang it, now the corner is over there. So we need to move this over, and we need to circle these around, maybe. So move this over. Can we circle these? Okay, so we just need to circle these and make sure that that one goes below that one in the sequence. So we just need to rotate these. So that one ends up in the center. So that goes there. We need to move this. No, that's the wrong place. Move this here, move this here. Wrong one. Here, here, here. We need this one in the center. There. Now those two are connected. Now we need to get this top one out of this corner. So we need to move this down. Move this up. Move this up. Ooh. Oh, no, I didn't mess it up. Move this over. So now if we move these over, these should be fine. And we need to switch these around. So those are fine. Move this down, move this over, move this up. Move this over, move this over. Dang it, now we're in that situation again. That one's in place. We need to switch those two. Put this down, over, up, over. Did I just screw that up for no reason? I might have. Yeah, I did. Let's go back. So there has to be a proper solution for this. This one that I'm standing on goes on the bottom. This one stays here. No, that one goes here. Yeah. It's not making much sense. I don't want to have to reset it because I feel like I'm doing good. Move this over. We need that one over there. Wait, move this down. Just so I know what I'm doing. So we need that one on top of that one. So if we move that over here, we need to circle this one out and circle this one in. Down, over, up, over, over, down, over, over, up, over. So now we work backwards to try to move this one in. Nope. So we need that one above that one. Now we circle the bottom ones. And we circle these. So now this needs to be moved up. It needs to go along with that. Wait, so if we do this, move this one down, that means we would have to circle that through. Okay, so what needs to go where? So I believe those pieces are correct. Great, now we have this one in the way. And that one's in the way. Great. This one's really difficult. Because I'm just not seeing it. That one needs to be where this one is. That means we need to move this one into this section. And then we should be able to cycle this. No, because that's in the way now. Now we should be able to cycle this. Now that one's in the way. Maybe if we try this. That will end up doing it backwards. I just cannot get that one in the corner for anything. Now we need to move these. Oh wait, did we do it? I think we did it. I think we did it. Move this one and move this one. Yep, we did it. Oh, that took way too long to get that. Okay, what did Paimon say? Let's look for the next one to activate. Activate the phantasm. Isn't this the room that's right under it? Yeah, doesn't this lead us back to the previous room? Oh, this isn't the previous room. Huh, it has this exact same layout though, except for the lever isn't there. Oh, were we not supposed to click that yet? Speak to the after image. That's weird. Where is he? Shade of the Tokuyo. Don't you dare take me for that despicable carven traitor. My name is Koyanji. But since you know the name of Bunkoku, you didn't follow me here with ill intent, did you? It took my friend tons of reading and careful analysis to locate Bunkoku's secret treasure. By no means will I allow you to snatch it away from me. Then scram. It's not likely. What are you two murmuring about? Well, we found the final plate, so maybe it opens up a different door? Oh, don't tell me I have to teleport back. There's no way for me to... Wait a minute. I don't have any gadget that can help me out here. I should have some gadget. Maybe... Aha, wind catcher.
This
Can't use
scenery
it
is
here.
wonderful.
That sucks. Yep, so
Surely
we have
enough.
to teleport back out and then walk all the way back over here. It's not far, but that's still annoying. Oh, Yabe moved. Oh. Okay, let's insert the final stone slate. Confirm. Okay, so maybe this will teleport us somewhere else. Because if it does, then that would make sense. Well, let's go ahead and start it on up. The same room. Go into the room underneath. Defeat the defiled spirit.
Surrender and I'll...
Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
As one with wind and cloud! Ah! Yeah!
That was actually surprisingly easy. Oh, what is this? Oh, I guess he was locked up by the defiled spirit.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
How could this be? I attacked my friend. How could have? Must have been possessed by one of the vengeful spirits summoned by Bunkoku. Huh. So that spirit was his friend? He trusted me so much that he invited me here to witness the unveiling of Bunkoku's secret treasure. I would never do something like this. Huh. I guess he needs some time alone then. Let's return and tell Yabe what happened. No, we're checking out where that portal leads. Or is that the way out of here? Yeah, it's the way out of here. That would suck if we did all that for nothing. Cause like imagine if we actually had to go grab the plates instead of just grabbing them along the way as we traveled. That really would have sucked. Where's Yabe? I guess he's higher up on the Dainichi Mikoshi. Wait, hold on. Where is Yabe? Because I literally just passed by the area that he's normally at. You're back. Hello. Yabe. Come on. Remember a guy's name, would you? Don't tell me you've also forgotten how I would have asked you to help me with. So you tell Yabe what happened. So, there's really a secret chamber concealed by the Sunfire Phantasms? But then something else happened along the way. And the chamber is guarded by vengeful spirits and tainted beings that can control people's minds? That's horrifying. Glad I didn't go with you. Were you scared that you might hurt us? No, I was more scared that you might give me a good beating. Anyways, I'm content, but just a little frustrated too. Strangely. Thank you. Unfathomable though. The puzzle appeared. Everything adds up just fine when you consider the presence of elemental powers. And somehow, that kind of kills the excitement. The Bunkoku puzzle has finally been cracked, and I'll be sure to let the whole world know once I get back. Okay, so we solved that puzzle. Jeez. Okay, so let's see if we can go find the Divine Birdle, because we still haven't found that yet. Wrong one. Oh, I should probably go get that. Take a little break from Enkanomiya just to go get that really quickly. Because that would really suck if I don't grab that. Let's go ahead and grab these. Jeez, trying to get that achievement is really difficult because 800? Well, anyways, we're doing pretty fine on having all the seeds and stuff that we need, so. Okay. Maximum realm currency. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to go check that. That's the problem. We should never have maximum realm currency.
This realm is true.
Yeah, that's not good. How long was it full? Let's just go buy this. And let's head out.
If you ever have any questions.
Okay, Enkanomiya. I do believe that we should check around these like little green areas because they might mean something. Because we have to go find the Divine Birdle, so.
Time to go.
Wait a minute. I believe there was something up here, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I guess there was nothing. Huh. Okay, so I believe we get the divine bridle from talking to the ghosts. I mean the spirits. Aha, we didn't do this one. I had a feeling we didn't do one of them. So let's go ahead and... Oh. Oh no, we did this one. Okay. I forgot that they start up blue and then they turn yellow, not the other way around. Okay, so we did this one. Where is the next one? Where could it be? Might be one here. Because that's where the little... I think they might be like next to the portals. There is one over here. Is it solved? Yes, it is. It's all solved. Okay. So that means the only other place to look is up here. Right. But there's nothing over there, so would it be further than arrows? Like over here? There's a thing up here. I want to go check that out really quickly. I'm seeing like a pentagon shaped thing.
Time to go.
That's over here, so let's go check this out. Oh, definitely don't want to fall down there. Yeah, I really do like Enkanomiya. And this one is complete. Huh. Is there a fourth one that we need to go and get, or... Yeah, we have Serpent's Heart, Offerings on the Temple, and Offerings on the Narrows. So, where would the last place that we have to go? Huh. Would it be somewhere in the Dainichi Mikoshi? It might just be somewhere in the Dainichi Mikoshi.
There are leaves around.
Have we ever climbed to the top of the Dainichi Mikoshi? I don't think we have. We'll change it to daytime and climb it, because I do want to see what's at the top of it. Oh. I don't remember you being here.
Let's go out and play.
Can Yoimiya shoot them without waking the ruin guards? Yes, she can.
Come
I really
on,
don't remember
don't
this
keep
being
me
here. Come on, wake up now. I have Tartaglia now, so we're all good to fight. Wake on up. Wakey, wakey.
The wind knows me.
Cheer.
My apology.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Okay.
Sakura swirl.
Into the wind.
And good night. Okay. Exquisite chest.
Brings
What
a
is in
smile
here,
to my
though?
face.
Because I have never seen this before, so... Abiraku. My name is Abiraku Helios Forager. We're doing introductions now? Well, since he started it. It is but a small matter. Indeed, it is I who had treated you with utter disregard, having come to receive you in such a tragic state. I am the creator of the Helios, and this place is my final resting place. Falling asleep in a dark, icy place, never to wake. How could I just die like that? I, the Helios Forager, the creator of the Helios. Ah, right. The Helios is what I call my creation in private. Perhaps this is not known to you, but the people of Byakuyakoku called this thing the Dainichi Mikoshi. Helios is the Dainichi Mikoshi, the chariot that drives the Hyperion. So you're the creator of the Dainichi Mikoshi. Indeed it is. O traveler from another land, though I did create it, I was placed under house arrest and imprisoned above my own creation. After my death, my soul was scattered across the land of Byakuyakoku, and many of my memories were lost in that scattering. I remember that there was something very important high above the Dainichi Mikoshi, but I can no longer remember it. Please, distant wayfarer, could you help me retrieve my clothes, crown, and bones, which have been placed in 3 different places? Oh my gosh! You may find them in the Narrows, the Evernight Temple, and the Serpent's Heart. Offer them up to the 3 altars, and my soul shall be reunited, and I shall be able to open the way to the Dainichi Mikoshi for you. Then, you'll be able to travel above the Dainichi Mikoshi, into closed space hidden in the Veil of Evernight. Find and offer up objects which Akibaru nested his thoughts. So is that the crystals that we have? Yes, it is. That's the crystals that we got. Wow, look at us being all efficient and not having to go back and do stuff. Oh. Reach the top of the Dainichi Mikoshi. I want to turn it to White Knight really quickly. Hopefully it doesn't teleport me up there before I get a chance to do it.
Time to go.
Because now that we're actually going to the top of the Dainichi Mikoshi, I really want it to be White Knight. Okay, so where are we supposed to be going? It just said head to the top of the Dainichi Mikoshi. According to the spirit, he can only find peace if you collect the fragments and reunite them with his main body. Reach the top of the Dainichi Mikoshi. Wait, so are we... You expect us to climb this giant thing? This thing's freaking huge. No way. Our stamina wouldn't last. There has to be some mechanism. There's a mechanism, right?
One with nature.
Our stamina would not be able to last getting all the way up there. We gotta climb. Are you sure there's nothing? I'm not seeing anything. You've got to be kidding me. This thing is ginormous.
Yeah.
No way. No way. So there isn't anything to help us get up the Dainichi Mikoshi. I'm not seeing anything.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
That really does suck. You would think that there will be some sort of teleport way or something to get up there. No, surely not. He said that he was going to make us a path, so I want to check that room again. So we'll go check that room again, and if there's nothing there, we will go and climb up. Oh. What did I say? There's something there. Hopefully this leads us to the top of the Dainichi Mikoshi, because I really do not want to have to climb up there. Oh? Will this take us to the top? Oh, it's taking us up. So this will save us maybe like an hour of just climbing. And we're finally going to reach the top. Oh, whoa.
I follow the wind.
Of the Dainichi Mikoshi. Light and dark. Dusk and dawn. Light and dark. Dusk and dawn. Wait a minute. What are you supposed to be grabbing? This sucks. Oh. Ooh. That was too close for comfort. That was way too close. We need to go turn it to nighttime because it won't work otherwise, which really sucks. Switch to Evernight. We were too close to dying there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we should be able to get everything. Doesn't want to work anymore? Okay. I was about to say, like, just one-time use, or... It kind of sucks that you can't, like, see it while it's in White Night. Like, it has to be in Evernight. Okay, we got to get ready to glide, because apparently it doesn't even throw us up high enough to even glide down. It's just like, oh, you're on the level that you need to be. Okay. Aberaku. Ah, traveler from another land. It is you. Thanks to you, my soul has become whole, and now I recall everything. Incredible. Perhaps you already know that in the distant past, there was only a great darkness in Byakuyakoku, and that there was those who lived there and dwelt in fear of the dragonaires of the depth. Back then, it was I who organized the construction of the Dainichi Mikoshi, and thus did Byakuyakoku obtain a cyclical night and day, and thus did the name Byakuya come about. It was said that the Dainichi Mikoshi has been built, though this land is an everlasting night. We can at least tell black from white. How mortifying then, that before the shreds of my soul were reunited, I cannot even remember that the day the people were crowded around the completed Dainichi Mikoshi. It should have been my fondest memory, but alas. When the Dainichi Mikoshi was built, the Dragonaires were defeated, repelled by a light that they were unused to. Thus did the people regain peace of mind. But the moment peace began to reign, the human heart is hard to comprehend. Who knew then that they would have begun to nurse such evil intent? O traveler from afar, I am certain that you know how voracious villains will seize themselves for riches and power if given the chance, more than they ever deserved. And so they used the people, leading them unto the worship of the Dainichi Mikoshi, leading them into folly in believing in such vain and dead objects. In the end, they even proclaimed the rule of the Sunchild over the land. The Sunchild? Indeed, there will always be a young infant chosen to be the Sunchild. Of course, such children would not have been of age to understand the world. They would not have been fit to rule, and so they served as puppets, going along with those who pulled their strings in the background. I wanted to oppose this, but I was accused of high treason by the Sunchild under their control and imprisoned here. The Sunchild. But wouldn't the Sunchild eventually realize they were being manipulated? And that is why no Sunchild has reached maturity, for as it is you say, grown people are not so easily swayed by villains. So they probably killed the Sun Children before they came mature. The hallowed Sunchild, their birthright begun, on Pegasus shall they ride, to the feast of the sun. So on one of their birthdays, yes, they will be taken to the inner sanctum of the Dainichi Mikoshi, dressed up as those attending birthrights and in high spirits. The thing hidden here is related to them. This girdle is the proof that one is indeed a child of the sun. I hid it here, thinking to someday hand it over and alert the people. But I suppose that such a deed is meaningless now. Traveler from another land, I was neither able to protect those children nor this nation. My name is Abiraku Helios Forager. I organized the construction of the Dainichi Mikoshi. 'Twas I who hung a bright mirror on the height amidst the evernight, and I thought myself a genius. And such talent I had, such ability. I dreamed of using the Dainichi Mikoshi to wash away the darkness, but I did not know that it was the greed and desire within human hearts that was the all-devouring night everlasting. Guest from afar. He calls us by like 7 different names. Traveler, guest from afar, traveler from a different land. Like, he uses so many titles for us. I now give the girdle into your hands. This divine girdle is a testament of our supremely laughable history. Keep it well. Nay, do with it whatever you wish. This is too precious a gift. Nay, it has already been rendered meaningless, that I have been restored to wholeness and become able to hand it to you as fate. And for this thing, it shall be considered a fine death. All the talent, all the ability. Okay, so we have the Divine Birtle. Let's go check our bag. Yep. Symbol of the
There are
Sunchild's
leaves
suffering
around.
and authority.
And I know just
Made
the
in the
tune
shape
to
of a
accompany
Virgil.
them.
Okay.
If you...
So where was the spot where... I believe it was over here, right? Because there was a spot where we had to give one of the shadows the Divine Birtle.
Time to go.
I believe it's here somewhere. Yes it is. Here it is. There we go. Clemine. Traveler, have you found the Birtle? Could you let me have a look at it? Divine Birtle, a symbol of the Sunchild's authority. Made in the shape of a Birtle, it does not possess any special power by itself. So that probably means that we need something to go with it. Let's give it. This is the Divine Birtle. A genuine article indeed. I never thought that the day would come when I might lay eyes on it once more. Traveler, tell me, whence did you get this? Well, I got it from this guy named Abaraku, who apparently built the Donichi Mikoshi. From Abaraku no Mikoto himself? How strange. I remember clearly that he was a great figure from the days of when our nation... My gosh, can you stop? From when our nation had just been founded. But it was said that he planned to usurp the seat of the Sunchild and was branded with the crime of treason. But since you say that you obtained it from his hands, perhaps there are hidden things at work that I do not understand. So, fate has decreed the Birtle should resurface here. I can recall the faces of the Sun Children already. This way, I might finally atone for my failings. Traveler, place the Birtle within the pool at the locust within it. We can surely revivify their souls. Yes, that they may be made whole, and that they may walk the path to the next life. Hail. Place the Divine Birtle within the waters. So, please. So what is going to happen? We gotta follow those, don't we? Pyramon. Gosh, dang, stop going so quickly. You did so love books. Whatever. I always smiled and shook my head at your wild pronouncements. Alas, I should have believed you. You said that one day you would escape the Donichi Mikoshi and venture into paths beyond. Now go, Pyramon. Let no one shackle you again. Go, be free. And you, or Petsu, what would I give to hear you sing again? There was no one who could hear you clear, pure voice, and did not wish to sing along their hearts. The night before the rite of the solar return, you suddenly wished to hear my voice. No matter what, you desired to hear me sing. You told me that no matter how terribly I sang to you, you wouldn't laugh. You knew, didn't you? You knew that the solar return would be your last. And yet to the end, Clemene? I apologize, traveler. That was unsightly of me. This female official who serves the Sun Children is meant to maintain her purity. She shall never marry. Thus, I had no children of my own all my life. These children who I served watched grow older. At some point, they became closer to me than blood. Thank you, traveler. Thank you for finding the Birdle. It has passed through the hands of every Sun Child, and the memories in it has inherited enough to fill the gaps in their souls. Even though these memories are double-sided. Memories have sides? Of course. In this case, the memories are twofold. On one hand, you have your own memories, and on the other, you have others' memories of you. Thus, the gaps are being filled by both the Sun Children's own memories imprinted on the Birdle, as well as the memories of them as the Sun Children who were blamed by Byakuyakoku, of those who became the children of sin. My own memories are insufficient, and so I had to supplement them with those of the people of our nation. And it is thanks to these transgressions that have been laid upon them that they now have been remembered by Byakuyakoku, and can now leave their after images behind. Thank you, traveler. My greatest wish lies fulfilled. I can finally be at ease. Yes, I can finally be with those children again. Enkanomiya has a crap ton of lore. It really does. I think we only have one more thing to do. So yeah, it's somewhere on that hidden island, right? Yep. Oh, teleport. I didn't know we had a teleport waypoint over there. Oh no, we just teleported to the Donishi Mikoshi. Wait, so how would we get over there? Because I believe last time we had to use a teleport thing to get over there. Is it on this island? Think so. Those silly churls are sleeping, and I don't mind fighting them, but I just don't feel like it. Okay, there it is. So this should take us over there. This lab is pretty far away because when we first came here, they were talking about how all the research notes were taken away. I believe they were researching the bishops. But why is this hidden? That's the weird thing, it's hidden. So we are going to light this. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Time to
We
go.
should be able to handle a single Batsmal Bishop. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Into the wind. Yeah.
Take flight.
Come a little closer.
Get. Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Okay, why does this one seem stronger than most? That took too long to kill it.
You're in for a little shock.
Let's make this a challenge.
Whirling snow.
Come on out.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
You can run, but you can't hop. Yeah. 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 Da. Da. Yeah.
Well, that was it? Okay. Look for the experimental records. So they're supposed to be here?
Time to go.
So I guess there's stuff inside of here. Anything in here? Here it is. Really, that's it? Just for this book? Batsmal Bishop Experimental Records. Experimental records of the Batsmal bishops. No bishops were killed in the writing of these records. I want to explore this area a little bit.
The wind knows me.
Because it's hidden off the map, so it doesn't make sense why it's just this. Like, yeah, you can say,
One
oh,
with
it's a hidden
nature.
quest, but that doesn't really make sense if it's just that. You fight some bishops and then you get the case files? Did it say it was a quest item or something? Yep, it's a quest item, so we have to give it to somebody most likely.
Time to go.
Okay, let's get across here and see what's... Oh, something new over there. So there's a way to get across. I want to check this thoroughly. Because it still doesn't make sense. Even if it was just for that, you could have had a hidden area in like the Narrows maybe or something. Ooh, what is that? Okay, so that's what I have highlighted. So we can go over to that later. I want to know what this is. Oh wait, is this how you... Nope, this is how you go back. Wait, stop. That's the way back. I don't want to go back yet. Because
Time to
there's
go.
no teleport
Yeah.
waypoints here either, which sucks. Sucks a lot. Okay, so let's figure out what this is over here. Switch it to White Knight. That's it? Just 10,000 Mora? Interesting.
Time to go.
You would think that there's more to this research lab if they put it here. Just a few bishops? Really? Oh, they respawn. Well, I guess if that's all there is, we can head on back. Let's see where this takes us. Most likely going to take us back to that island, but... Enkanomiya is pretty cool. Oh, that's taking us all the way back. That took us all the way back to Danichi Mikoshi. And great, they're triggered. Okay. So I guess we can take off that teleport waypoint. Why does it say we can do something here? Where is the...
Time to go.
Here it is. A statue for the Bakusa box. Offering at statue. Oh. Okay. So we just got to get the last one. Now we're completely done with this. Okay. Let's go ahead on up to the main part of the Danichi Mikoshi. That's so cool. Oh wait, this isn't the main one in Enkanomiya. You know what? Let's not head to Enkanomiya. Let's go to Inazuma. Because I believe we got most of the things done. Oh, that's really cool. How it has like the little wisps and stuff up there.
The wind knows me.
I want to go up on this little
One with
balcony.
nature.
I know there's a balcony up here. Oh, we're just allowed to be here? Oh, well, that's nice. It's a nice little background to end it off on. Let's check this out really quickly. Do we have enough? No, we do not, unfortunately. Okay. Well, that's unfortunately all the time that we have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.